shoot shall come out from the stump of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of its roots. The Spirit of the Lord shall rest on him, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and fear of the Lord. Isaiah 11, 1 and 2.
Here they come now.
Every Sabbath in the synagogue, they tell us God is sending the Messiah. But how much longer do we have to wait? After all, we've been waiting a very long time.
Sometimes I feel that God has forgotten us. We pray for help, but none ever seems to come. First it was the Assyrians, then it was the Persians, then the Greeks, and now the Romans. How many more armies are going to march through our lands?
For God gave us this land, but we seem to be a doormat to the countries on all the sides. If the Messiah were to come, now would be a good time. Things can't get much worse.
Don't say that!
Of course, there's always a dramatic pause now and then, but Julian, take that second verse.
In those days, a decree went out from Emperor Augustus that all the world should be registered. Luke 2:1.
Registered? The degree is all about taxes. You know, the Romans don't care about how many of us there are, as long as we're paying our taxes. Taxes, taxes, that's all the Romans care about. So true. They tax our food, they tax our children, they tax us when we go to the market. Pretty soon they're going to tax the air we breathe.
Don't say that. If they can think of a way to do it, they will.
What do they even do with our money? We sure don't see it being used here in Palestine.
Well, they're building roads and aqueducts and maintaining armies.
Why are they building roads? We can't even afford to travel anywhere anyway.
Except to the towns our ancestors to be registered.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. This can be very inconvenient.
That's true. It could be inconvenient, and not only inconvenient to the townspeople, but to the members of the church in the synagogue. And Julian, what's it? Luke 2, 2 and 3. Read that one.
This was the first registration and was taken while Quirinius was the governor of Syria. All went to their own towns to be registered. Luke 2, 2 to 3.
I think the scribe's supposed to come out, yes. More dramatic pauses.
We live in a time of peace. But don't forget, it's a Roman peace.
That's right. As long as we do what the Romans want us to do, we can live in peace.
At least let us worship in temples. And we can make our own laws about our faith.
But for goodness sake, don't criticize the government and don't cause any trouble, or you'll find yourself in prison.
Now, they were very concerned about that, and of course Joseph was one who had to travel to his hometown as well, and so he had to get somebody to help him a little bit. Your apprentice isn't here?
Not here.
Well, Julian?
Joseph also went from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to the city of David called Bethlehem, because he was descended from the house and family of David. Luke 2:4.
Are you sure you'll be okay? I don't know how long I'll be gone.
I'll finish up the yoke for Jacob's oxen and then repair the door for the widow across town. Now tell me again, where are you going?
I'm going to Bethlehem. It's a little town just south of Jerusalem. It's the birthplace of King David. King David is one of my ancestors.
And how long will you be gone?
It could be 2 weeks. Could be 2 years. Who knows?
What will you do for money while you're there?
I suppose every town needs a carpenter.
I'll keep watch over things while you're gone, Joseph.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, Mary and Joseph had a long journey, and now we go to Luke 2, verse 5. Brandon?
He went to be registered with Mary, to whom he was engaged and who was expecting a child. Luke 2, 5.
I know we have to go, Joseph, but tell me again, how long will it take to get there?
About 3 days if we make good use of the daylight hours.
That's 3 very long, very hard days of walking. And that does not count the nights sleeping beside the road. You do know that this baby is due at any time?
I am aware of that, and I know that you were looking forward to having your family all around when the time came for the baby's birth, Mary. Sometimes life gets in the way.
Not just that, I'm thinking about all the things we'll have to take with us. There's food for who knows how long, and water for the journey there, not to mention the things for the baby.
Do you know who I feel the most sorry for?
Who?
The donkey.
Now, of course, the innkeeper and his wife also have a little backstory here because they were the ones that allowed Joseph and Mary to stay with them. Brandon?
While they were there, the time came for her to deliver her child. Luke 2:6.
Phew, I've never seen so many people in the town before. Every last room in the inn is filled.
Not to mention the stables where the animals are kept.
It's a decree from the emperor. Everyone must go to the town with families and ancestors. Bethlehem is a city made famous by King David, the greatest king of all Israel.
There probably are many people.
There are probably many people from that family, that is for certain.
In fact, just a few months ago, I turned down a young couple. She looked as though she were going to have a baby at any minute.
You didn't really turn them away, did you?
Calm down. I took them down below to the stable area where the travelers keep their animals.
That place is hardly fit for animals, much less people.
I put down clean straw. They didn't even seem to care. In fact, they seemed grateful that there was any space at all.
Honestly, what am I going to do with you? That poor girl. I think I'll carry some blankets and fresh food down to them. At least one of us will have some hospitality.
But while the innkeeper's getting chewed out, we take us to the magical scene now, of course, in Luke 2, verse 7. Mary and Joseph and the babe. Brandon?
And she gave birth to her firstborn son and wrapped him in bands of cloth and laid him in a manger because there was no place for them in the inn. Luke 2:7.
Oh, Joseph, look at how tiny he is. Look at his fingers and toes.
How can this be the Son of God?
He's got a lot of growing to do before he can take that name. Right now, his name is Jesus.
It's hard to believe that someone so small will someday do great things.
I just keep thinking about all that angel said that day. Our son, our little baby, the Son of God, will someday sit on the throne of his great ancestor David.
He will reign over the house of Jacob forever.
And his kingdom, there will be no end.
God is truly with us. We are blessed. The earth is blessed, or will be.
But right now, shh, he's sleeping.
And the Word became flesh and lived among us, and we have seen his glory, the glory as of a Father's only Son, full of grace and truth. John 1:14.
Thank you very much. Very good.